Hi everyone, so today I'm going to talk through my 2023 wish list. In the past, whenever I've done this video, I've always just made a list of whatever I feel like buying. There hasn't been any real structure to it. But this year is slightly different because I want to spend a lot less money this year and I want to be mindful of what I spend. So what I decided to do is attach each wish list item to a particular goal I want to achieve. So this year I have probably 4 big goals and I've broken that down into 12 small goals. So that's each goal for a month, and so I will attach each wish list item to a goal. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. I feel like that would be a great motivation for me to actually get up and be productive and do those things, because I'm not going to get any item on my luxury wish list unless I actually achieve something. So that's kind of how I've linked it this year. And so because of that, I have 12 items on my list and 1 bonus item, or maybe 2 bonus items, because I'm hoping to achieve 2 big goals this year. So if I manage to do that, then I'm going to have the bonus items. So in total is 14 items, I guess, 12 for each goal for the month. And then if I manage to achieve the 2 big ones, then there you go. To my returning viewers and subscribers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Odette and I do fashion and lifestyle videos for the working girl. And over here on my channel, we talk everything from affordable fashion all the way to luxury. So these items don't actually appear in the order that I want to get them. I'm more than happy to get them in any order. It depends on the availability of the item and it depends on my bank account at the time that I've actually achieved the goals. The first item on my wish list is a white bag. This featured on my wish list last year. I'm going to put my 2022 handbag collection video here, just in case my 2023 handbag collection video comes up much later. So if you look at that collection, I don't have any white bag. And I feel like that's definitely one thing that's missing from my collection, and I feel like I've said the word collection too many times. That's one thing that I'm currently missing. I want to say the top 3 items that I'm looking at in this category would probably be the Bulgari bag. I'm gonna put a picture here. I don't know anything about that bag except for the fact that I really like it. I still have to try it out in the store. The couple of times that I've gone to Bulgari, I've been unable to try out this bag because they just haven't had it. The other one is the Saint Laurent bag. And that one, I've tried it out multiple times in the store, and I'm certain that if I can get my hands on this one, I would definitely be excited to get it. With the Saint Laurent bag, I'm looking for it pre-loved. From the last time that I tried it on, Saint Laurent has increased their prices, and it's just very difficult for me to want to pay their current prices knowing what it was before. And the third bag would be a Chanel white bag. I haven't really landed on anyone. I thought about a boy bag. I thought about one of their seasonal pieces. I say all of that to say I'm a little bit flexible on white bags. If you do have any suggestions for me, then please go ahead and leave it in the comment section and I would definitely explore that option. The second item that I want to get is an item that has been on my wish list since the day I started doing wish lists, and that's a Saint Laurent Lou Lou puffer bag in red and in the mini size. Is it a mini or the toy size? I think it's called toy. First time I saw it, it was 1330. Now I believe it's 1700. So it goes without saying that I would go 100% to the pre-love market to find it, because somewhere someone must be willing to sell theirs at an affordable price. Saint Laurent doesn't typically retain their retail value, so when you go on the pre-love market to buy it, you always get a really good discount on it. So this one, 100% I am going to go for the pre-love market for this. I don't own a red bag and I feel like that's definitely missing from my collection. The next item is a Chanel classic flap in a medium. I thought either in a small or a medium. I haven't quite landed on that. I feel like I might want to go for medium. I already own a medium Chanel classic bag, but it's in a tweed and I feel like I want one in the leather version. I recently went to Chanel and they had the black caviar lambskin in a small, and they had it in a medium as well. This is the Chanel boutique in Harrods. See, the best time to go there, and I probably shouldn't be telling you guys because you guys are gonna go get all the good stuff, but the best time to go there is a weekday in the evening. First of all, the store was empty. I probably had to wait 5 minutes. They had a lot of the classic blacks, which everyone goes crazy for, and they had it in both caviar. Did they have it in lambskin? I know they had it in caviar, both in a small and a medium size. I was very surprised that it was there. So whenever people say they had to go on waiting list for a few months before they could get it, especially here in London, I always get surprised because I've at least tried on the double flap classic bags in a small, medium, and mini as well. I've tried it on a couple of times in the store unexpectedly. It's just that black is not the color that I'm after. I tell that to say I do want a double classic flap, and I'm not quite sure the color that I wanted, and I believe when I see the color I would know that this is the one that I should be getting. Another bag that I want, something that I just mentioned, is a Chanel Boy, which I also tried on when I was in the store. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to go for the small or the medium. Against my frame, the medium makes perfect sense. They had the black and silver one, which I typically don't like wearing silver jewelry, so I had to pass on that one. But I'm open to new colors and something. I feel like, again, with the boy bag, when I find a color that I really like, I would just go for it. I wouldn't think twice about it. When it comes to Chanel purchases, I would always get something that I know I want. Rather than buy it and sell it, I would always try to go for something that I know I want 100%. For the boy bag, I'm also open to checking it out on the pre-love market because I feel like the prices of the boy is still quite less on the pre-love market than they are in store. That's not the case for the medium or the small classic flap. And even if they're less, they're probably like £500 less. What's the point buying saving £500 to buy on the pre-love market versus actually getting it in the store? For the prices of the double classic flaps, I want at least a grand difference between them for me to actually go ahead and buy on the pre-love market. Another one that I want, and this one came a little bit as a surprise for me, is the DJoy bag. So the first time I saw the DJoy bag, I was like, what kind of bag is that? In my mind, when I used to see it, I used to say, oh, that's like a, I don't know, baby version of the actual Lady Dior. But I have to say, I did try on the Lady Dior in store the day I was buying my Christmas gifts. I'm in love with the DJoy bag. I wish I had tried it on before actually buying my medium Lady Dior. Only because my issue with the medium Lady Dior is that when I wear it crossbody, the handles don't actually go all the way down. As you would see in the DJoy bag, the handles go all the way down. And so they don't hang at the bottom of my boob like the medium does. So keeping that in mind, I've decided that I now want a DJoy bag instead of going for another Lady Dior. And with the DJoy bag, I want it in a print. And again, I say I want it in a print because I got the Bobby bag in the mini size and the Jardin print was just incredible. Another thing that I want to get, and I'm quite happy about this because this is more on the affordable side of things, is the YSL broche. There are two of them that I'm looking at. I haven't quite decided which one I want, but I think it's absolutely stunning. I feel like I'm just going to leave it on my And Other Stories black blazer and it's just going to sit there for life. So I really like that brooch and I'm so looking forward to actually achieving the goal and purchasing it because yeah, it's pretty. The next one that I want to try out is an Hermes black belt, Kelly belt specifically, so the black and brown one. This belt is so hard to come about. Whenever I'm around Hermes, I just go and ask them for it and I've tried a couple of times and I've not been able to get it. However, this week when I went into Hermes, I just asked them, so this is the Hermes in Harrods, and they had it, but they had the one with the rose gold buckle. At the time the queue to actually get served in Hermes was closed. However, the sales associate I spoke to was very kind to sort of bring it out and say, you know, have a look, because he was like, at this point, you can't actually try out anything, but we can sell it to you and if you don't like it, you can return it. But he was kind enough to sort of just be like, come and have a look. And I saw that and I was like, no, the rose gold doesn't do it for me. I definitely know I want the gold 100%. That's an item that I definitely want to get. One thing that I'm happy about that he said was that this is an item that, yes, it gets sold out quite quickly, but he said, do go ahead and check the Hermes website because every now and again we do put it on there and even in store, but we can't tell you when we're going to have it in. So it's at the back of my mind and it's something I want to get. The next thing is still from Hermes and it's an Hermes Loafer. I never ever thought I would ever be interested in a loafer until I tried on one in Hermes. And I have to say I really liked it. I loved the way it fitted on my feet. I was pleasantly surprised because I've always disliked loafers on my feet because I do have wide feet. So I always felt like they just make my feet look extra big. But for some reason with these ones, they just made perfect sense. When I tried on, I was like, okay, this is really cute. It doesn't make my feet look that big. And it's something I would like to own. So it's on my wish list. The next item on my wish list, and this is quite an interesting one, is a thigh-high boot. So I'm not talking about over-the-knee boots. I mean those boots that go all the way to your upper thigh. It's almost like a trouser basically, those really high ones. And the only ones that I've sort of seen is the ones from Saint Laurent. I want one of those ones with a very long shaft. And I just think it's going to be so cute, but they're also very expensive. Hence the reason why it's on a wish list rather than something that I would just go out and purchase on my own. The next item that I want is a Fendi First multicolor bag. This one, I missed out on it last year completely, and ever since then it's been haunting me. I've not been able to find it on the pre-love market. I'm just hoping that Fendi releases another one this year, and if they do, I'll be lying and waiting like a lion waiting for its prey. But I don't know if they're going to release one. I did speak to my essay and a couple of other essays in different stores and they all said they don't know. I'm hoping that there's a multicolor bag there because I really need one in my collection. I can't stop thinking about this one. The other item that I want, I believe this is number 11, it's a pair of Gucci earrings. This has been on my wish list last year and it's found itself back on my wish list this year. I absolutely love these earrings, and the thing is they're kind of, I would call them affordable when it comes to, you know, buying luxury items. They're not that expensive, but I never actually went ahead and purchased it because I always just felt like, okay, I can do whatever I want. So it's there. And the final item that I want are a pair of slingbacks from Dior. I already own a Dior pump and I picked that one up from the sales in Vista Village, which I wear all the time to work. And I want another pair, but this time around I want a slingback because they're just so pretty, they're so elegant. I haven't quite decided which one I want. I know that the most obvious thing is to go for the white and black one, but the pump that I own is the white and black one. So I think from this time around I'll probably go for one of their printed versions. I'm not quite sure which one. It depends on what they have at the time. So that's it for the 12 wish list items that I have. Now for the bonus ones, if I achieve one of my big goals, one of the items I want to get is an Hermes Kelly, either in a 25 or is there 28 as well? There's a 25 and the 28, right? I think so. And I would try to get it from the store. I don't want to pay the premium price that you pay on the pre-love market. I would happily wait if I have to, than to actually go ahead and purchase one of the premium ones. So if I achieve one of the big ticketed items, then 100% I would get this. The second thing that I want to get on my luxury wish list is a new car. So the car I currently drive is a Toyota RS 2010. This car is so old that it still uses a CD. It doesn't have any Bluetooth. It doesn't even have a USB port. It just has a CD player. So I always play the radio whenever I'm driving. It just shows that, you know, in life we all have things that we really like. First of all, I don't even like driving. I drive if I really have to. And my car is kind of a leisure car, so I drive mostly over the weekend. Because I live in London, I commute a lot more than I drive. I can stay 2-3 weeks without actually driving my car. It would just sit there. When I lived in the countryside, obviously I used to drive a bit more frequently because I had to get around. The buses in the countryside are horrible. I'm hoping that at some point I would move back to the countryside, in which case I would be driving a lot more, which means I would spend more time in my car. Obviously not brand new, just a regular car. Some people love spending money on traveling. Some people spend their money on changing their cars every 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I have kept the same car for 10 years. I have never had to take it to the garage because of anything that was broken in the car. Every time I take it to the MOT, they always come back and say, wow, your car is amazing considering how old it is. It's in fantastic condition. I'm like, yeah, that's because I barely drive it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching to this point. Do let me know what items you're looking forward to buying this year, and let me know what you think about the idea of attaching a wish list item to an actual goal of yours. For me, that motivates me, and it's something that moving forward I want to be doing more, just to make sure that I'm not just spending, but I'm actively being productive as well. So thank you so much for watching to this point. And if you're not done watching my videos, I want to put 2 recommendations for you to check out. So one of it would be my Chanel collection, which I think is very unique. I think it's a very interesting collection. And the other one I'm going to recommend here for you is the 7 tips that I use to care for my luxury bag. We spend all this money on luxury products. It's so important that we care for them in a way that they have longevity, for ourselves, so that we can use it forever if that's possible, and secondly, just in case we don't like it anymore, we can still sell it in a very pristine condition and still get some type of value from it. Thank you so much for watching to this point. If you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.